Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. I am about to go crazy. Let me get my glove right here. As you can clearly see by the title, we are doing a Fast and the Furious stream. I am in the mood to drive some Japanese JDM cars, and as you can clearly see that? I am playing Assetto Corsa, and they got an orange Supra, like the one Paul Walker used to drive. Rest in peace to him, by the way. With some Japanese JDM license plates right here. So, we are about to go crazy, as I said. Let me put my glove on. Make sure my hands are ready to hold on to this wheel, because we're about to go crazy, man. This car, I can tell, is going to be a monster. All right, buckle up your seatbelts. Let me make sure I have the chat ready. Let me move that right here, and let me make sure the chat is good. All right, before we do anything, let me see what's going on right here. Wi-Fi check. You know, we got to check the Wi-Fi. Comcast can be unpredictable sometimes. All right, Wi-Fi check. All right, the car's on. Oh my, I just tapped the gas pedal by accident. This car's ready to go. Oh my, we gotta restart. Oh my. We gotta restart. This car wants to go crazy. All right, let me do some adjusting right here. I'm gonna take my gloves off. I can't handle the mouse with my gloves on for some reason. This feels weird. All right, here we go. Let me put my gloves back on. All right, hang on to your seatbelts, because we are about to go crazy. Here we go. Starting off with the Supra. Rest in peace, Paul Walker, man. God damn, look at the flames. We are about to climb the wall like Spider-Man right here. Slowed it down for the corner. We didn't want it to lose traction and get out of control. We popped it into third. This thing is a beast. It just wants to go crazy. Yep. And even though I'm going slow, it is hard to control this beast. It is sliding all over the place. Got it in third. Let me put it in second. Once again, guys, we are playing Assetto Corsa, man. Driving that iconic Supra right here that Paul Walker drove in the Fast and the Furious 1. This car is a beast. God damn, it is so violent. I am wrestling the wheel. We're going to hit this wall at 150. up, we're dead. Oh my Lord. Crazy. The amount of force that's coming off this wheel, I'm flying all over the place. I love the flames coming off the exhaust, man. The JDM Cars are spitting flames. You can clearly see right here, if I don't slow down fast enough, I'm not making the corner. This thing is sliding easy. Going flat out right there, man. 6th gear, crazy. Even when I'm on the brakes, it's still sliding on the control. Hold it together. God damn. The car is so loose. crazy. Got it down a second just to make the corner. Try to climb that wall. The steering is so violent, man. As you can clearly see, I'm wrestling to keep the car straight. So much power. Literally drifting the car around the corner right here. Damn, I gotta ease off the gas already. This thing is so violent. God damn. Man, I could not get any traction and I couldn't stop it fast enough. Good thing we got the sand trap right there. all in fifth. We're at 140. Sixth. Pull up on that pace car. God damn. Man, the car is so violent that when you get to the corner, if you are not in second gear, you are not gonna turn. It is gonna slide all over the place, man. This car is so violent, it is crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy machine, man. I can tell you right now, anyone who owned one of this and you got like your twin turbo well set up and you're running like maybe 1500 horsepower, maybe even higher, a scary car to drive. The legendary Toyota Supra. This is the one from the 90s, man. Crazy. Let me cruise it a little bit right here. Step it up again. On the brake, I'm gearing down and I'm on the brake, and the car just did not make the corner, man. God damn, it just didn't do it. Already sliding out. started knocking shit down. As I said, the car is so loose, the slightest error, traction gone, car sliding everywhere. I gotta adjust the wheel. I forgot this is on truck setting. What the hell? I'm driving this on the settings for the ATS truck. There we go. Now it's better. Is a rocket. Still trying to get the corner and this thing is sliding off the goddamn track. I gotta take it easy on the corner right here, but this thing is too loose. Damn. Car is so loose. Man, the car is so loose. Yep, here we go again. Missed the corner. The car is so crazy, man. As I said, if you don't get it to second gear by the time you get to the corner, you're not getting around it, man. At least we got the sand trap to stop us. This car right here, a classic JDM car, a true monster that was not built for everyone because not all of us could control it when it's properly tuned and modded up real crazy. I love the exhaust with the flames. God damn, look at the flame right here, man. Amazing cars, we hit the wall again. As you can see here, I'm using so much power just to keep it steady. I'm wrestling the wheel because I'm feeling all the bumps, everything. God damn. And when you make a mistake and you lose traction, it ends up like that. See what I'm saying? I love how they got the audio in the game well done though. They recorded it real crazy. You get to experience the violence of this car. Yeah, we had to slam on the brakes real crazy to make this corner. Jesus Christ. Trying to slide it around the corner when it's still got out of control. brake, heavy on the brake, heavy on the brake, heavy on the brake. Jesus Christ. I've been braking for so far. I was on the brake early and the car still couldn't make the corner, for Christ's sake. I'm gearing down, I'm slamming on the brake. We still couldn't pull it off. Not from 6th gear. All right, we're going in. The Toyota Supra, man, a violent car, but also a legendary car as well. I had fun driving that shit, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy car right here. So now we're gonna switch it up. Let's switch it up right here. Let me pop the chat out of here first and let's drag this up top so I can see the chat when I'm driving. Okay. All right, we're gonna switch it up. So now we drove the Supra. It's time to go for the Skyline, man. We got to do the GTR. Now, this one right here is a true monster. It's not exactly the one from Fast and the Furious. Well, it's the same car, but a little bit newer. See what I'm saying? And I feel like driving a newer version of it. This is the modern day version of what they were using, and it's a little bit more modern. Let's see what we got right here. Waiting on that car to load. Here we go. Now, this is a full-blown race car. All right? It is a Skyline GTR, but this one is overkill. This is way more crazier than what they had in the movies. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to test it out. It's only right. God damn, look at the wing. Look at the wing on this. Look at the dash. The dash is crazy. God damn, I want to drive it like this first and then we go back to the outside of the car. All right, I'm going to drive it like this first. I want to see the dash when I'm driving. See that? We checking the wheels. All right, we pop it in first. And it's quiet all of a sudden. God damn. Driving a space shuttle, for Christ's sake. Six gears. Hard on the brake. Got it to second. least we made the corner. Brakes are good on this. Now we're outside the car, so you can see what it looks like. God damn. That right there is how you end up dying. You lost control, bang! Slammed into the guardrail. All right, let's go again. Now, the car handles better than the Supra, I can tell you that much. I don't know if it's because of the wing, but the suspension is different. It handles better, the braking is better. I like it. Nice. Look how easy I got it on the control right here. Got the gears down. Got it around the corner real nice. That wall. clearly a way more controlled car. It handles way better than the Supra. The aerodynamics is better. It's got a full-blown kit giving it a lot of downforce, plus the wing. So it's only right that's going to perform better than the Supra. See, I made the corner. I could never do that with the Supra. The Supra would be right into the sand trap, man. Better handling car. Better handling car by far. I definitely enjoy driving the Skyline over the Supra. But then, this is considered a full-blown race car, so it's got way more tech. A lot more downforce out of it because of the body style and the wing, so it's only right. Alright, let's hit the wall again. almost flipped the car upside down. What the hell? See what happens when you lose traction? The car becomes a plane, man. That thing was on the side. Crazy. That shit was on the side, for Christ's sake. All right, let's go. Line it up, send it. 6th gear, climb the wall. Got it under control. I love the feel of it, man. You feel like you're truly in control. You don't worry about it, the car sliding too much. The downforce on the wings and the spoilers is definitely putting in the right work for you. It gives you more confidence driving this car faster around the corners. Better handling car by far. I know it's a race car, it's way more equipped, but the car just feels different, man. You feel the difference in the handling on the corners and at certain speeds. It just responds better. A little bit close to the wall right here. higher speeds with more confidence. Gearing down. Brake. Look at that. Easy. Easy. We back on the controller. We made the corner. One more lap on this one. Flat. Oh. Straight up, a better performing car than the Supra. And I know it's a race car, it's got way more tech on it, but it just feels better, handles better. This is why the Skyline is so popular, man. Till this day. Even though I heard it's gonna be discontinued, but another amazing car that for anyone who owns one of this, cherish that shit, man. But this is an iconic car right here that's gonna go up in value as they get harder to find. God damn, that was some amazing driving right there. Even though I had technology to help me on this. The Supra was all over the place, but this car right here, loved it, man. All right, let's see what else we can find right here. Let me see if I can find a Celica. I don't have a Honda on the list. Let me see what else I can find. I need something else, JDM. All right, let me see what we got right here. Everything else is like exotic shit. Oh, this is all McLaren stuff right here. These are supercars and hypercars. Go back to the brand. All right, let me see what we got right here. We did the Supra. No. Those cars are regular shit, and then these are just pure Supras right here. Now, this Celica right here was not featured in Fast and the Furious. That I am positive. I never saw one of these in there. These are typical drift cars you'll find in Japan, being used on the street to do some crazy street drifting. Till this day, these are still classics. But this is not the Celica I'm looking for. This was not the one that was popular that much during that time. Well, you know what? Shit. Should I give it a spin or go back? Mazda. Okay. Mazda RX-7. Yep. This is a car that was from the movie, so I can use one of these. RX-7 tuned. All right, we're going to use the RX-7. Same track. Just to represent that JDM culture, man. That Fast and the Furious type shit that they had back in the 90s and the 2000s and even till this day, but ain't nothing like the 90s, the late 90s, all of the 2000s that I'm saying. In the 2000s, it was crazy as hell, man, because I had my Honda Civic and that shit was tricked out. We went crazy. I'm sorry I still don't own that car till this day. I had to sell it before I come to America, but I'm sorry I still don't have it, man. I would have cherished that shit because I loved it. That car got me more attention than my Mercedes right now. See what I'm saying? Because of all, it was just tricked out with the Indiglo lights. I missed my dashboard and my Simpson Racing harness and Recaro seats, and car was lowered, and yo, good old days, man. All right, we're going to drive this RX-7 right here before we wrap it up. One more car. We don't have any Hondas on the list, so I'm sorry. I know the Honda heads are going to be like, what the hell? You can't mention Fast and the Furious and not show Hondas, but I don't have any Hondas on the list. I wanted to do like maybe a Civic hatchback would have been nice, or nice Type R from back in the day. All right, let's do this RX-7 and get it over with. See what the dash looks like inside of here. Okay, we on the opposite side as well, straight JDM style. Got our sparkle gloves on. All right. Engine sounds kind of light. But, you know, we're going to have some fun with it. Let's go. God damn, it's violent. It's noisy. It ain't as fast. But at least it's strong. And it's only got 5 gears. Damn. I'm fresh out of gears, but at least the exhaust got flames. Now, I will assume the traction is going to be very poor on this car. So I know if I go too crazy on the corners, I'm definitely going to crash. But we're going to push it to the limit though. Let's go. There you go. We're in 5th on the corner. Got some good exhaust. Oh my God, listen to the engine, man. The exhaust sounds so crazy on here. All right, let's send it again. See that? The minute we got to the corner, it was sliding all over the place. Is loose, slides easily. They definitely don't have the downforce of a Skyline like the one that we just drove. So you know there's a lot of air getting under the car. The wing is not as big. It's not getting the same kind of downforce. And even though it's not as powerful, it is still loose. Very, very risky to drive at high speeds because of the control that you're not going to have compared to what the Skyline would give you. That's completely set up for racing. Big, big difference with all that tech. We're sending it. Five-speed gearbox. sliding it around the corner again, just have it grip. Man, the car is so loose. It's gonna explode, for Christ's sake. I'm going top speed, highest gear, 5th gear. Let's climb the wall again. Man, the engine sounds like it's gonna blow up. Look at that shit. Just like that, we lost traction and lost control. You can see the body roll of the car when it was turning. Too much body roll, man. It's affecting the handling and the performance of the car. Here we go. God damn, the engine's dying. Cannot handle it, man. The car is just losing grip. about to explode. Oh my lord. Here we go again. See? Before you know it, the car is losing traction, and it's losing it on a wall, which should not happen. But it's not gripping, man. That 5-speed gearbox cannot take the aggressive driving. Once again, we're drifting around the corner and we gear down to second. All right, let's take it into the pit. All right, we're here. This car right here, man, oh my. Now, obviously, it's not going to perform like the other cars, and you can feel it. The gearbox only got 5-speed. It doesn't have enough power. It's not as fast. The handling is worse. You see what I'm saying? Not much downforce coming off the wing. The wing is still kind of giving some more traction on the back end, but it didn't have a kit to give it like more stability and more downforce for the overall body of the car. It doesn't have the roll cage inside of it to stabilize some of the body roll. When it's turning, you can see the car swinging sideways, so the suspension is not strong enough to handle those kind of G-forces on the turn. So it's just not going to perform the same. And it's funny, there are so many guys on the street driving cars like these, and they pull up on a GTR, a Skyline GTR or a Supra, and they want to race them. But they're hoping that that race is only going to be in a straight line. And even if it's in a straight line, you ain't got a chance in hell. You're not going to win. You see what I'm saying? But I guess people will try. So, but the performance of the car itself, as far as like turning and stuff, it is not even close to what the Skyline did. Man, the Skyline was so stable. Oh my God, you turn, you gear down, the car just go around the corner. And because they made sure in the game itself, the physics of the car with that kind of tech and so much stuff in it, the performance of the car should represent what that would feel like, having those roll cages and all the stabilizers and stuff, a bigger wing, full body kit that's providing a lot of extra downforce. So you definitely felt the difference in the performance and the handling of the Skyline GTR over the Supra and the Mazda RX-7. You know what I'm saying? But we had fun, man. Fast and the Furious night, guys. I am sorry I didn't have any Honda Civic. I know a lot of you guys are Honda fans. They don't have any Hondas listing on the list. And I know you can't mention Fast and the Furious without having any Honda. That's what I'm saying, because, you know, Honda Nation is really crazy and they're huge. But I just didn't have any, so I couldn't drive one for you, all right? So I'm going to wrap it up, man. I got to go to the day job. This was fun. I miss driving these cars and just driving fast. And sometimes, you know, when we get on here, we usually drive like hypercars and supercars. But I was missing the JDM era, man. And my mind was just reflecting on my Civic from back in the day. And I was like, you know what, let me get on and do some JDM shit. But we had fun, man. We drove the RX-7, the Toyota Supra, and the Nissan Skyline GTR. Sometimes I think it's the R34 we were driving. Beautiful cars, iconic cars, cars that brings back memories for me. My days driving back in Jamaica with my Honda Civic, well tricked out, you know what I'm saying? So if you're a fan of JDM Cars, hopefully you enjoy the stream. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, is what I'm saying, and share the content with your friends. Let them know that we have fun over here on DJ Pablo TV, man. We switch it up. We switch it up from time to time, and we try to have fun. We try to make sure that it's entertaining for everyone. Some people like cars. Some people like guns. They like when I fire and shoot and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we skate. But we try to have fun here, and we also give you that dope hip-hop as well, all right? So feel free to hit the subscribe button. If you're listening to my voice right now, that means you watch me for a while to get to the end of the stream. Feel free to hit that subscribe button if you truly enjoy the content, and give the video a thumbs up. So I'm saying, and share with your friends as much as you want. And once again, thank you for your support, all right? And with that said, I am going to wrap it up. It is 9 minutes to 1 o'clock. I got to go, guys. I got to go to the day job. Come home, we do it again. So I'm saying, and we have more fun on DJ Pablo TV, all right? So salute and thank you to everyone who showed me support. The usual. Peace and salute from West Palm Beach, and I'm out of here. And I will see you guys in a few hours on my next live stream or video, all right? I'm gone, man. Peace.